Hello, welcome back to my channel. It is a very, very cold day here in Canada, Ontario. Today I just want to talk about what I've been feeling in the collective and what's been coming up. Many of you may be experiencing, and always just take what resonates and what doesn't, but what I've been experiencing is a lot of grief coming to the surface, and this grief that is coming to the surface is the grief that the collective is feeling, that we are feeling as we are releasing and letting go of all the old stories, of the old timeline, of the stories that we've created, that we've attached to, the identities that we've created, that we've attached to, of who we think we are, what we think we want. All of this, all of the stories, all of the identities, all of the attachments. And there's a little bit of fear in the collective. Like what I'm seeing in my head is like just gripping so tightly, just like so afraid to let go of what they have, even though what we have is nothing compared to what God is about to bring into our lives. Even though this new timeline is more beautiful and more abundant and more magical than we can even imagine. God's promise for us and for our lives is beyond what we can even imagine. Yet we are gripping so tightly onto the old in fear that nothing will replace it. Gripping onto the old because it is what makes us feel comfortable and what has made us feel safe. And we are afraid to let this go, and we're afraid to let the old identities go and the old stories go. The stories of who we are and what we've been through and our traumas and what we have identified with. Because we are afraid of who we are when we let it go. Who are you if you aren't your stories? Who are you if none of the traumas, none of the hardships, none of the, the titles that you've given yourself, none of that is who you are. If you truly give it all up, who are you? What is the truth of who you actually are? And this is where the fear is. This is part of where some of the fear is coming from, anyways. Is the fear of, well, who am I without all of this? Who am I without the pain, without the stories of the trauma, without the identities, without the attachments, without all of it? Who am I? Are you afraid of being left bare? Don't fear being left bare, because when you are willing to give it all up, all the stories, all the trauma, you're allowing yourself to be cleansed. You're giving it all to God, surrendering to the process of what God is about to reveal in your life. And for the new to be given to you, your hands have to be open. You have to let go of what is already in your hands, what you've been holding on to. Loosen your grip. Let go. Let go of the pain, let go of the stories, let go of the constant need to heal. This constant healing has become an addiction in the healing communities. And yes, there's a time for healing, and yes, it can be helpful, but also I'm seeing a lot of addiction to healing where so many people are on this hamster wheel of constantly healing the next thing and the next thing, but you're not actually healing. You're just feeding the belief that you need to be healed and that there's always a next thing. And as long as you believe that you need to be healed, you will always be perpetuating that need in your life. So you'll always see things in you that need to be healed if you believe that there's things that need to be healed. Your beliefs are creating your reality. So stop believing that you are broken or that you are wounded. Just simply give your wounds and all of the perceived wounds and trauma in your life and in yourself, give them to God. Give them up. It's as simple as that. Let go of the stories. Detach from the stories. Notice when you're attaching yourself to a story. Let go of it. Stop looping yourself back in timelines of suffering. What is being revealed, the timeline that is being revealed through us, is heaven on earth. The kingdom of heaven is within. It says this in the Bible. The kingdom of heaven is within you. God is revealing heaven on earth through us. He is anchoring, heaven and earth is being anchored in through us. And because that is the process that we are going through, what is involved in this process is a clearing, is a cleansing of our bodies, of our minds, of our souls. We are being purified. And this timeline that I keep feeling that we are stepping into, that we are bringing through us, is the timeline of returning to the purity of that childlike innocence, of purity. And I've just been seeing like the moment where it first happens, when we are like, whatever, the first trauma happens and life taints us because we come into this life so pure and so connected to God. And then life experiences and programming and so many other things affect us and kind of taint that purity and begin to program us. And we start to believe that we're broken, or we start to believe that, you know, the world is in a safe place, or whatever we begin to believe because of the experiences that we have. We lose that purity. It's always there, but it's kind of like tainted or buried underneath all of these stories that we've picked up along the way. And what I've been feeling coming back is that purity. It's being, as all of these stories, we're being scrubbed clean, as all of these stories are washed away from us, from our minds, from our bodies, because our bodies hold the stories of the traumas and what we've been through too. But when we release it and we let it go from our body, or from our minds, from everything, from our energy field, and we are willing to let the stories go, we are allowing ourselves to be cleansed, to be cleared, revealing the truth and leaving behind only what is true, what is of God, which is our purity. Our purity, our sovereignty is being reinstated as we are cleansing and clearing all that is not the truth. And this is a very uncomfortable process. There's a lot of grief that comes with it. There's a lot of turmoil that comes with this. You are shedding layers of yourself, all the aspects of yourself that are not the absolute truth. And this process is an unfolding, and we just have to trust it. Spirit, God, source, creator, whatever you want to call it, is guiding us, is setting us free, is setting our souls free, and leading us to all of the people, places, and experiences that we need to help us through this process. So your job is to just keep surrendering and having faith and trusting, knowing that God is guiding you, knowing that He's guiding you to every person, place, and thing that you need to experience for your specific beliefs and experiences that have shaped you, so that you can unravel these stories. It's going to lead you to the people that will help you, to all of the reflections that you need will be put in your reality, and you will be guided to them in the perfect timing. You don't need to run around desperately searching. Trust, be present. The answer that you're looking for could be right in front of your eyes. It could be this message. The answer that you're looking for could be in your present moment, but you're too busy seeking outside of yourself for the answers that you miss it. So what we're being asked to do is to be present more than ever. Be off the technology as much as possible. Be in nature. Connect to yourself. Be with the people that are in your present reality. If they're not in your present reality, get off the phone. Be with the people that are right in front of you, right around you. Those are the people that you're meant to be present with. Because if you weren't meant to be receiving something from them, and sometimes you may not believe that you're receiving something from them, or they may not be receiving something from you, but it's energetic. You are transferring and receiving and giving information at all times, especially the people that are in your immediate energy field. So when you are in someone's field, trust it and just be curious all the time. What is this person showing me about myself? And just be present. What is this person trying to show me? Just be curious and become the observer. Detach from the stories, become the observer, and be present. Because when you are not meant to be in someone's reality anymore, you will be taken from that reality. You'll be guided to another reality. You'll be guided into another person's field. You'll be guided somewhere else in the world. Be present, and you will know, so that you can hear and know the guidance of where to go next when the time is ready, when the time is right. Trust the divine timing and be present until you feel the calling to the next thing, to the next place, to the whatever, the next action step you're meant to take. But we cannot hear that guidance if we're not being present with ourselves. So be present, trust the process, and allow yourself to feel everything that is coming up, but don't attach to it. You're just in the process. Remember, you are just in the process of cleansing and clearing. This cleansing and clearing does not take efforting. It is already happening for you. It's done already. You are just experiencing. It is already done in a different timeline. And it's complete. But it's like you're just experiencing the release that your body is going through for you to be fully clicked into that timeline where it is already done. But it is already done in this timeline. It's just like this time lag almost, where your body is still processing. You're still in the process of purging and releasing all of these energies. And the more we attach to it, the slower it slows it down and keeps us looped into the timelines of suffering. So don't attach to the stories and identify with what is coming up. If grief is coming up, if pain is coming up, if anger is coming up, don't identify with it and create stories around it. See it for what it is. It's just an energy passing through you that it wants to be released. How you release it is you sit with it and you feel it. Feeling is your greatest power right now. Feel it. Let it move through you. Feel it. Let it move through you. It's about the body, not the mind. Don't let it get to the mind. Feel the emotion. Energy in motion. That's all it is. Energy in motion. Feel the emotion. Let it move through your body so you can let it go, so you can release the story. And don't create a story and attach a story or an identity to what is happening in your body. Allow it to pass through you and trust the process. I hope this helps, and I'm sending you much love and peace on your journey. You're going to see a very talented gift of mine of shutting my phone off or my video off with my nose, because I'm not taking my mitts off because it's like -17 out here right now.